What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So if you can't tell by the title and thumbnail of today's video, we finally got some new mods for the Mustang. And as you can see, she's sitting outside like usual. Well, not outside, I just pulled it outside, out of the garage, but yeah, she looks pretty good. That's the reason why having a garage is great. Yeah, definitely having a garage keeps her clean and looking good. I'm just glad to be able to have one. But anyways, guys, let's get up to the shop and show you what we got. Guys, while we're on the way to the shop, I figured I'd talk to you guys for a second about something. Gotta get something off my chest. But my last upload, guys, my upload of the race day that I did, or my racing vlog that I did, the views are way down, and I really want to ask guys that you go back and check it out. It may not be for everybody, but I promise you guys it's a good video. You'll like it. And like I say, it's not for everybody, I understand that, but I do like putting different kind of content on the channel, so it's not just, you know, about one thing. And it's to where I can film a lot of different stuff and, you know, just keep the content flowing. So if you could just do me a favor and go watch the last video, I'd much appreciate it. I hate to sound like I'm begging, but I'd really like to have that content on the channel and it be successful. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it, so I'll pick you up once we get to the shop. Alright guys, so we are at the shop now. Got the car up here, got to find a parking spot in the garage, make sure we got an open spot, and I need my car keys, or my shop keys. But yeah guys, let's take and get in the shop and show you what we got, and I believe you guys are gonna like what I got. Alright guys, so before I show you the two new mods I got, down in the comments below, tell me what you think those mods are gonna be, and see if you get it right. I'll give you a little hint, the car is gonna ride a little different. But before I show you what it is, let's get the car in the shop. I'll tell you what guys, let me tell you something about it. It is hot today. And I'm gonna be working in the shop with the doors closed, mainly because I don't want to be bothered by public people trying to walk up and ask me, hey, are you open? Can you do an oil change for me today? I'll be like, no, did you not read the sign on the door? Closed on the weekends. They do that to me all the time, guys. If I'm working up here on the weekends, it's aggravating. Man, it is nice though, having your own shop to work out of. Your own 6-bay shop, that's where it's at. Drum roll please. Ta-da! Anyways guys, I got some H&R Supersport lower end springs and also some SVE Caster Camber Plates, all from LMR. As you know, I love shopping at LMR, and if you ever need anything from LMR for, I think it's like 79 to current Mustang and even some truck stuff, they got it. And no guys, this is not a paid advertisement, but LMR, if you ever see this, please sponsor me. That would be amazing. I sound like a beggar today, don't I? Asking you guys to watch the other video, asking LMR to sponsor me. I feel like I'm begging a lot, but that's all right. Maybe it'll work, maybe not. But yeah guys, the reason I went with the lower end springs instead of going coilovers right now, mainly is the money situation, and the Supersports should get the car lower than what the car is now. I honestly don't even think the car has lower end springs on it, because I've looked at a bunch of pictures and the car is honestly about stock ride height. It does have a, like I showed you in the other videos, it does have a large fender gap, especially in the front. See, like, look here, I can take my hand, this is 4 fingers sideways, and I can literally stick my hand in there up to the knuckle, which is a lot of room. And on the back, it's actually a little bit lower, but I still get 3 no problem. But yeah guys, I'm definitely excited to get these springs on here and see how much it lowers the car. I'm probably gonna take the front isolators out, and by that I mean I'm probably gonna take the front isolator out of the top and leave the bottom isolator in the front, just to get the car a little bit lower than what these springs would actually do. And I may end up even just taking the isolators out altogether in the front, and probably taking the top isolator off the off the rear, the upper isolator, and leaving the bottom. But the first thing I'm gonna do, guys, is get some measurements on how low the car is now, or how high the car is now, and then do some measurements after to see how much it lowers it. You know, even before it settles, it should lower it more. So I hope you guys are excited about this. I'm excited. I hope it gets the car to where I would want it to be, which is, you know, pretty low, at least tucking the tire just a little bit, if not really close to the top of the tire. I'm not looking for a slam look. I just want it lowered and just, you know, look really clean. And right now, I just definitely don't like the way it sits. It's not working for me. And also, guys, I got the Caster Camber Plates, so I can do the alignment like I need to, and I may not even have to have these. I got these anyways, just because later on, if I do go coilovers, you know, these will help out with the alignment and get everything like I need it to be. But yeah, guys, let's get some measurements on this thing and see what the ride height's at now, and I'll let you guys know. And also, whenever you buy the H&R Supersport kit, you do get this little booklet that you know, you can write down your stock ride heights and stuff like that, and then your lowered ride heights with the springs on it. And it even tells you how to measure it, which is, I already knew how to measure that anyway. But still, if you didn't know, it comes with this little informational booklet, so it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, guys, and if you hear the exhaust fan running in the background, I have it on because it is literally blazing hot in this shop. So sorry about the background noise, but hopefully you guys can bear with me on that. It's just super hot in here today. With all that being said, guys, let's get this thing on the lift, get these springs in, get this thing lowered a little bit. Now the car's on the lift, so what I'm gonna do, guys, is do a time lapse of this, because I really don't need to show you how to do this, because there's videos all over the internet already in YouTube of how to install these lowering springs. So I'm gonna do a time lapse for you. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy. Okay, guys, so we got the left front spring, or excuse me, the right front spring out, and just wanted to show you the difference on these two springs here. As you can see, this spring's actually taller by a good, you know, ½ inch or so. It has also got smaller coils. I know it's really hard to tell on camera, but these coils are a lot bigger than these. So even though this spring is only just barely a little bit taller, it's probably going to squish this spring more, because it's, you know, it's probably not as heavy of a spring as this one is. And if you ask me, that looks as stock as it is, because it's still got this little isolator thing on it. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that one was a factory spring and not a lowering spring at all. Anyways, let's get this thing thrown back together. Alright, guys, another little tip here. I got this spring in. There's a little notch right here in the bottom bucket of the A-frame, and what you're going to want to do is put the flat side of this spring to the end of that little notch there, so that way the spring is in the correct location and not going to make any popping noises or anything like that. Just a little tip for you guys. I know you can't see that really good, but it's like the best I can do with the light and stuff. Don't try this at home. got it. Whew, boys, let me tell you, it's hot in here. But anyways, guys, I got the front springs on. I did take the isolators off the top and the bottom. I want it as low as I can possibly get it on these springs. But yeah, guys, the two front ones are in, so now all I gotta do is get to the rear and do the back, and that should be easier because I can do them both at the same time. But yeah, let's get those two knocked out and see how this thing looks when it's on the ground. All right, fellas, let's get this thing started here. See if we can't get these springs on. You guys have to get one of these. Milwaukee 3/8 impact, 12 volt. This thing's pretty stout. Alright guys, and it looks like we're gonna have to leave the rear bottom isolators off because they are trashed. They're no longer useful. The tops, however, we should be able to get away with the tops. They don't look half bad. Another tip, guys, whenever you're putting the rear springs in, the small curly Q side, or the pigtail side as I call it, goes towards the bottom of the, it goes towards the bottom like that. Anyways, yeah, top side, big side goes to the top, small side, bottom. Oh yeah, and also before I forget, guys, the pigtail on the bottom side, it needs to be facing the rear of the car. So whenever you put the spring up in there, just make sure that the pigtail on the bottom, the little curly Q like I was talking about, is facing the rear of the car. But yeah, guys, just a couple little tips to help you out. So let's get the spring put in here. Alright guys, everything is finally installed. If you can't tell, I'm super sweaty right now. But it's hot in here. Anyways, got everything on, guys. Got the springs in, got everything tight. But anyways, guys, now is the moment of truth. Now is the time I figure out if I wasted my money on lowering springs or if I made a good purchase with the caster and camber plates and the lowering springs. So let's see how she looks on the ground. Oh guys, this is so much better. That is 1,000 times better. It's even still stuck on the lift a little bit. Like I can't even push that arm out. So if I take that arm out, I know it's gonna be even lower. Even the same for the back there. But oh my gosh, dude, I'm so happy with that. Yeah, I'm really glad I made that purchase. Now, once I get it off the lift, I'm gonna get the caster and camber plates on too. It's got a little bit of negative camber. We'll take and see how it looks on the alignment machine here in a minute. But yeah, guys, oh man, I'm really happy with that, especially with it still sitting on the lift a little bit. Oh, that looks so much better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick the video up after I get the caster camber plates on and get it lined up and everything. Then we'll get this thing outside and show you guys what it really looks like. But yeah, guys, you get 2 mods in 1 video. That's pretty good considering most YouTubers, they try to stretch it out and all that stuff. Nope, 2 mods, 1 day. But yeah, guys, let me get to this, get it finished. That way I can get it done before it gets dark and we can see how this thing looks. I'm really happy so far. I'm ready to get this thing actually on the ground though. See you guys in just a second. Alright guys, I don't know about you, but I'm really impressed with the car. The car looks a lot better. Probably the best mod I've done on the car so far. I mean, look at this thing, guys. It just looks so much better without that fender gap. It still has a little, but there's nowhere near as much as it was. I mean, it was terrible. Like right here, I can get 2 fingers in there now, just a little bit of wiggle room. And it's actually kind of leaning to the right, so it's probably a little bit lower. And it still hadn't had time to settle, so I mean, once you let it settle and everything, it should be a little bit lower, probably not much lower, but it should go down just a little bit after letting it settle for a month or so. But yeah, guys, I am really impressed with how the car looks. I'm really happy with it. Down in the comments below, guys, be sure to let me know what you think of the car, if you think it looks better the way it is now, or should I still do coilovers. And I'm still not completely not gonna do that, but I'm really happy with how this looks. So in the comments down below, guys, be sure to let me know what you think of the car now that it's been lowered. It's actually lowered at 2 inches. It was like an 1 7/8 inches in the back and a complete 2 inches in the front. And like I said, guys, I did use H&R Supersport lowering springs. But like I said, guys, I am really happy with them, and I would recommend these to any of you guys looking for some lowering springs and to get your car a little lower. I would go with the Caster Camber Plates because I did have to mess with the camber a little bit. Not too much. I still get like right at a degree of camber, which is perfect for what I need. Of course, loud cars going by. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for me in this video. I really appreciate you guys watching, and just want to thank you for the 3,000 subscribers that I have so far, and it's gaining daily. But guys, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to smash the like button down below, and also if it's your first time viewing my channel, be sure to hit the subscription button down below and turn on the notification bell. That way you can stay up to date with all the new videos that'll be coming out. But until next time, for me in the car here, we're out.